the chairman of the MCI, the Middlesex County Improvement Authority, and I am calling this meeting to order. We will begin with a to the flag. Ready? I'm going to start.
I certainly am, to pledge allegiance.
All right, I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And I'm going to ask you to do the roll call, and then would you follow that by introducing anyone here that's representing the MCIA?
Yes, Chairman. So Chairman Nolan.
Here.
Commissioner Rosinski.
Here. Here.
Mr. D'Agostino. Here. All right. We have today our IT team from the county, Iman Stefani and Josh Cole. We have Executive Director Jim Polos, along with our Chief Financial Officer, William Brennan, our Senior Project Manager and Custodian of Records, Carol Burns, and our Professional Engineer, David Samuel, joining us today.
Great. And would you read the Sunshine Law, please?
I would love to. This meeting today conforms with Chapter 231 of Public Law 1975, called the Open Public Meetings Act, and as per the requirements of the statute, notification of the meeting was published in the Star Ledger and the Home News Tribune and filed with the clerk of Middlesex County.
Great, thank you. Good evening, Jim Polos. How are you this evening?
Very well, Chairman. Good evening.
Great. Do you have any correspondence this evening?
No, we do not, sir.
All right, so if we keep going down, the committee reports, do we have anything to report, Jim, besides what's already in our packet?
No, you have the information from our recycling department, just to tell you that again, the team continues to do a good job. We're ahead of the curve with respect to quality of service that we're providing, and staff is doing a wonderful job on our inspections and working with the municipalities, especially during this difficult weather period. We've had a couple of bouts of heavy rain and flooding and so forth over the last few weeks, which has certainly made it more difficult for collections, but I think the team has done a good job at getting through it working with municipalities. And that's all I have on the recycling report.
Terrific, thank you. I understand the redevelopment report is just sort of carried over from last month, Ann?
Yes, Chairman. No further updates at this time.
All right. James, do we have any old business?
No, we do not, sir.
And do we have any new business?
Just a quick item. I'd like to update you with respect to the progress we're making with our train project. We had our monthly meeting again yesterday with our partners at Amtrak and Transit. We have already received our a design agreement from Amtrak ahead of time, and we're in the process of reviewing that. It's going to provide us the working relationship that we need with Amtrak with respect to moving the project forward. And we've just about finalized the actual contract. We had a very substantive conversation yesterday on two little fine points in the contract, which I believe we've resolved. And as a result of that, we should be able to proceed with our first meeting with the engineer and our technical team, which is really representatives of the three entities involved, hopefully within the next couple of weeks to really start to get the project moving along.
Okay, great. And I have discussion of resolutions. We're going to proceed by consent agenda, but I'll leave you to handle that.
Sure, absolutely. I just wanted to update what was reflected on the agenda. We had a session of the memorandum of agreement signed between the Middlesex County Improvement Authority and CWA Local 1065, along with a new item 8F, the resolution of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority authorizing submission of an application to the local finance board pursuant to NJSA 48A:5A-6. The rest that was reviewed in your packet include item 8A, resolution of the MCIA authorizing a payment of the annual assessment to the Middlesex County Insurance Commission. Resolution 8B is a resolution to amend the codification of classifications. Resolution 8C is a resolution of the MCIA awarding a contract with special bond counsel through the Middlesex County, which conducted a fair and open process. Item 8D is a resolution authorizing a contract for retirement plan services. This was presented to the board last month. However, there was a clerical error, so we had to amend it for publishing purpose to include the not to exceed amount, along with the two that I just mentioned, item 8E and 8F. And then 8G is our resolution of the payment of expenses. So that are our resolutions presented to the board this evening.
Great, okay. So we were going to move on to approval of the minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of April 11th, 2021?
I'll make
I'm sorry, August, pardon me, August. Okay, Tony, you got a motion and a second, please?
Second, Christine.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
None opposed, that will pass. All right, do we have public comments on the resolutions, the resolutions only, please? Do we have any hands up?
Yes, Chairman, there's a hand raised. I will unmute that individual now.
Charlie, is that you? Hello? Hello, please
Yes, sir.
identify yourself. Please identify yourself.
Yes, good evening, Charlie Cradaville, New Brunswick today.
Good evening,
I'll
good
start.
evening, Charlie. How are you?
Good to be with you. I'm all right, thanks.
Good to have you.
So can you tell me the annual assessment to the Insurance Commission? Is that, how is that assessment determined? Does the Improvement Authority, for example, pay a higher rate or a lower rate for its insurance than the other entity in the county?
I don't know if we have that answer handy, but I'll ask Jim or Ann. Do you know the answer to that?
Jim, do you feel comfortable answering this?
Yeah, the rate of, the insurance rate for us, Charlie, is similar to what it was last year. There's been no significant change in it. It is providing us coverage throughout the entire authority for all elements of our liability and employee insurance and so forth that's required. We're pleased that there hasn't been a increase of any significance over last year's rate.
Okay. And so the other members of the Insurance Commission would be the Utilities Authority, the County College, and anyone else, the county itself, or?
To be honest with you, I don't know all the members of the Insurance Commission, but I do know that there is a sampling of some of those agencies that are members of it and other county representatives, as well as the insurance experts that are consultants and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, my concern is with fairness and equity, and I'll follow up on that. 8C is the Special Bond Counsel. This is still McManaman, the McManaman Scotland Bauman firm.
It's my understanding, and that's correct, right?
No, sir.
No.
Oh, no?
It is Jason Capizzi.
Oh, okay.
So I'm confused. McManaman on board to do that work. Is this a different thing? Has something changed?
We're diversifying our pool of professionals for bond counsel, since we have a lot of initiatives that are forthcoming on our horizon. This is specifically for the parking initiative with the Borough of Carteret.
Ah, yes. So what is that initiative? You're going to buy a parking deck from a developer that's already been built? Is that correct?
So let's Charlie, we're getting a little bit of field here. So that's you're going beyond the scope of the resolution. So let's stick with the resolution. We'll come back to the public comment later.
Mr. Chairman, respectfully, your counsel just informed us that, this is solely related to the Carteret project, and I've been curious what the Carteret project consists of. Is it like I said, a purchase of an existing deck?
Okay, so that's not one of the resolutions. So we're going to keep moving. So you can